Yo, my camera's all weird. Hang on. There we go. That's more symmetrical. I appreciate that. Well, hey, bing bong. Welcome to the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats podcast network. If you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media at Cork Bats on Twitter, Instagram, and I think we're still on TikTok. I don't know.
What?
Can anybody confirm if Cork Bats is still on TikTok at this point?
I don't get on TikTok much these days.
We're just at three olds who don't get on.
So what I do is I follow TikTok aggregators on Twitter to see what I need to see. See what trends are up.
Smart.
Stay away from that.
That's just good business.
It is.
Yeah.
I only need of course so many trackers in my life. So go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Just don't get tracked. That's important. And then, of course, you can always check out the Cork Bats YouTube page and visit corkbats.com. Man, I'm in shambles today. Are you guys in shambles?
Every day of my life.
It's really cold, and I'm a little in shambles. We are.
I can. Well,
all right. So filling the time.
This is awkward.
It makes for great content. Let's be honest.
Oh, he's just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So see how the sausage is made.
So Mob, tell me.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, I'll tell you.
I'm struggling.
Tell me.
Oh my God.
How we got here.
I don't know.
Sorry. I realized that my I was not plugged into my Ethernet and my video was really choppy, so I fixed that. So hopefully now the video will be a little bit better. As you can tell, the CineBoiz are out of practice. It's been a while since we got together, but we are back. Minus Tom. Tom is not here today. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like
Tom be traveling, by the way.
Yeah,
Tom had a newborn and then just said, "I'm going out of town every weekend."
yeah.
Crazy.
It's
crazy.
He's a slippery fish, man. He's hard to pin down. But yeah, honestly, we just haven't had much to talk about, so we do apologize. We're really glad we're gonna, do a spooky movie draft today. Given that Halloween is just around the corner. But there really just hasn't been a lot to talk about. We've had three big things in the past few months. There's been some good movies that come out, but overall, in regards to like news and updates, it's not great.
And if you're thinking to yourself, well, a Martin Scorsese movie just came out. It's because only one of the four boys has seen it.
Yes.
That's how we roll around here.
And you can check out our review of Killers of the Flower Moon on the Cork Bats website, which is corkbats.com. So be sure to check that out. So yeah, let's just let's get into it. Let's talk about, who we are, what we do, and what we're big on. So I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast. And today I am joined by my good friend, Mr. Casey Mob. Mob, how are you?
Howdy.
Mob, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What are you big on?
I am big on this new TV show. Just came out. It's called Whose Line Is It Anyway? You heard of it?
Do tell more.
One of my all-time favorite shows.
It's
I still watch it.
both versions are on HBO Max. So like the older one with Jim Carrey, but the newer one with Aisha Taylor is also, which apparently is still going.
Oh, you mean Drew Carey?
There's Drew Carey. Yeah. What did I say?
You said Jim Carrey. I was like,
yeah,
I don't remember
Drew
that.
Carey.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure
I am battling a cold and I am drugged up, so I am not.
Nice.
I'm not liable for whatever I say.
Nice.
So the old one with Drew Carey, I've been watching the new one with Aisha Taylor because it's more like hip and relevant to these times, and it's
don't say hip.
What do you want me to say?
Just don't
on
say it.
like on God. It's on God
yeah,
to
bro.
These times.
Hell yeah.
It's on
like
God, bro.
Like I don't, it's not dog water. Like I don't know. But it's just it's one of those that you can sit down and it'll keep going and going and going, and it's a good time every time. And it's funny to watch it like back to back to back because you can totally tell that they record the episodes at the exact same time, and they just cut out pieces because they're all wearing the same wacky outfits.
Wayne wears the craziest shirts all the time.
That's kind of how we used to do it. We would knock out like 2 or 3 episodes in one day.
Yeah.
We had the
But,
decency to change clothes.
Yeah.
Right. Or we're just wearing, a flannel or a gray hoodie. They're wearing these like the shirts from I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. Every time I watch Whose Line, I always end up just watching scenes from a hat compilations on YouTube because I end up just like, that's all I really want to watch every time.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I mean,
but
there's some that are good, but I don't like the singing ones that much.
Yeah, me neither.
And when they involve the audience, it's kind of like, well, I didn't come here to watch Deborah from Iowa.
The singing ones have like I'm kind of over them. But like in the newer ones, Keegan-Michael Key is one of the like, guys who comes in and fills in the 4th seat, which is awesome.
Oh, cool.
Because he's hilarious. And I've noticed they also like do this thing in the new ones where they bring in a special guest star. When Keegan-Michael Key
was on one
is
the
on,
other day that
he's
I watched.
there's no guest star because he's just that good.
He's that good. Yeah.
I record them on YouTube TV like an old and watch recorded episodes. I didn't even know they were streaming on services. So
yeah, HBO Max. Or I mean Max.
Fast forward commercials like an idiot.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Well, hey, if you have never seen it, be sure to check out Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Let's have some fun.
It's only been on the air for
25
years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Cool. Well, Mom, glad you're here. Good to see you. And then I'm also joined by my other co-host, Mr. Kev. Kev, how are you?
Hello.
Let me ask you this. What are you big on?
I'm big on, I don't really know how to phrase this. I'm big on self-inflicted sports pain because all I do is watch baseball playoffs, and every year I see some new player just become a megastar that the Cardinals had on their team 2 or 3 years ago, and it just hurts so much. It hurts so much. Last night was game 1 of the World Series, and I wonder who hit the walk-off home run. Oh, Adolis Garcia. Oh, he used to play for the Cardinals. Oh, who was the starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks? Oh, it was Zach Gallen. Oh, who hit a home run? It was Tommy Pham. Oh, he played for the Cardinals too. Everywhere I look, I can't see it.
Who's starting game 2?
Jordan Montgomery. Oh my God, he was a Cardinal like 6 months ago. I mean, not even 4 months, 3 months ago.
I'm actually like, as a Cardinals fan,
it's kind of funny now. It's funny.
I love it because my disdain for Mo is so much more than my level of fandom for the Cardinals at this point.
It's true. Mob doesn't care about the Cardinals at all. All he wants is Mo.
Watching all these guys that Mo gave up on succeed elsewhere gives me so much joy because it gives me so much vindication in this stance that I've had for the last couple of years that the dude's an idiot, but he thinks we're all idiots.
I just don't understand how he still has his job. I don't like to call for another man's job. Actually, I do a lot. I like to call for people.
Oh yeah,
I always do it.
But I just don't get it. How does our owner look around the league and see superstars everywhere that used to be a Cardinal and just be like, we're doing something right. We just won 70 games this year. Let's run it back. It'll all be good.
Yeah.
Kenny is fired up too. Look at him.
Well, I was going to ask because I'm pretty sure I've
not
asked
a sports pod, by the way.
Right, not a sports podcast. But I'm pretty sure I've asked this question before. How long has he been the GM?
2010,
2008, 9. I think it was 9 was his first year. I think Jocketty was out in the middle of 2008-ish.
Okay, so it was post 2006 World Series, but pre 2011 World Series.
Zaylock.
Correct.
So do you think he's still riding that 2011 goodwill?
100%.
Yeah.
Like, so early, what happened? What happened was early
had
on
2 actually really good teams.
Yeah, and early on, the Cardinals were at the forefront of the analytics, and so they had all this information that no other teams had. So they were using that to their advantage. But then guess what? The league caught up, and the Cardinals have not adjusted a single bit. They're like, no, we're good. We got the metrics, even though they haven't won anything. Like, I think they haven't won a playoff game in how long? I don't know.
Let's see. We won a playoff game in 2019.
Okay, so they won in
Congrats.
2019, but they haven't won a series.
I think we won a fake one in 2020, maybe against the Padres. I don't even count
yes.
that.
Oh,
because that
COVID
was
year
so
doesn't
many
count.
teams.
COVID year always
So we
counts.
lost in 21. We lost the.
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
It doesn't matter. Mo
Yeah.
sucks.
Mo, first full year 2008. So they fired Jocketty after 2007. So he's been there 15 years.
Dang.
One World Series, and we're playing right into Austin's hands right now, unfortunately, because he just loves to point out how Cardinals fans are morons, and he's not wrong. I mean, we're doing exactly what he says we do right now. But 2007 was the worst thing that ever happened to us. 2011, not 7. 2007 was bad.
Yeah, 2011, because it wasn't actually a really that great of a team, but they got hot at the right time. So now Old Balls, the owner, is like, hey, as long as we can get in the playoffs, anything can happen.
Yeah.
The Diamondbacks winning would be bad for us
Mm.
because they would look at it and say, 84 wins? Could be us. Could be us.
Could be us. We could get there.
Could be
Oh
us.
man. Well,
I'll let Kenny escape from this baseball talk.
yeah,
Kenny,
no,
what are
you're
you
good.
on?
You're good. I was just gonna say, I'm glad you're here. Fire Mo. I'll get behind
Exactly.
that. Yeah, I'm not a Cardinals fan, but I will.
Amen.
I will be. A
But you like
supporter.
calling for people's jobs. So
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, fire everybody. That's what I say. That's
Right.
like my mo. So yeah, Kev, glad you're here, and yeah, I guess we'll
Move on to
Kenny.
Question mark?
To me. Yeah.
I mean,
Me?
if you feel like it. If
Okay.
you want to.
Okay. Cool. Does anybody want to ask me?
Let it rip. No, just let it rip.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what I'm big on then.
There it is.
I'm big on Austin Huff, not the city of Austin, Texas, where I live, but Austin Huff. I'm just big on Austin today.
Our fearless dad.
Our fearless leader. I am
dad.
We're recording this on a Saturday morning. I have not heard any news or updates, but I do know that him and his wife were going to the hospital for a newborn baby. So I hope everything is going well. And if she's already here, then congratulations, and we're very excited for you. But the reason I wanted it to be Austin today is because Austin is such a hard worker, and he basically I told him I was going to have our review for Killers of the Flower Moon and some videos for him to edit, which he does a great job on all of our edits. I've got people reach out to me on like our edits and be like, man,
Those take so long, by the way.
Yeah.
I watch them all the time. And it's like, man, I know this took him so much longer than people might think. Just because the way he he does the voice overlay trick. I just know that takes a great time.
Yeah. And you do a great job as well, Kev. Like you're also one of our clip editors.
No.
But all this to say is that I texted him earlier in the week saying, hey, I'm going to have this review for you, also a video for you to edit. And then I found out that he would be the day that I was going to get it to him. Obviously, they were going to be at the hospital. So I texted him yesterday morning and I said, hey, first of all, congratulations. And secondly, I'll still have the video for you, but don't worry about it. Like, do what you need to do. He's like, no, I'll get it taken care of. And he got it edited and posted yesterday while I believe he was at the hospital. So shout out to
Austin. Waiting around.
Yeah, just being the hardest working guy we know.
Because we know when a baby is being had, the male has the toughest job.
Of course. Of course. It is the hardest job
to just be
there. One of my I love a surprise pregnancy, and not a pregnancy that's a surprise in the fact that like, oh, you're having a kid. Like, no, like you didn't know she was pregnant for 9 months, and all of a sudden we're having a baby, and you're like, whoa,
congrats.
That's wild. Good for you.
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, that's my big on is Austin Huff, the founder of Cork Bats. I hope everything is going well, and congratulations.
Yeah.
And
congrats
can't wait to meet.
Mazel tov to the happy couple and family.
Yes. Can't wait to meet. Was it Derek Henrietta?
Yeah,
Huff?
that sounds right.
Yeah, cool.
Henrietta Huff, go hard.
Yeah, that's a good name.
It'll be really sad when they name her that, and then Derrick Henry's traded the next day.
Yeah, that is going to be a real.
He's going through it right now.
Yeah, we should put him on. We should just check in on him. Just everybody should take a shift maybe reach out to Austin if that happens. Just be like, hey man, how are things going? So yeah,
But they got that cool stadium coming.
yeah, something to look forward to. That's great.
Sarcasm. That stadium looks really dumb.
It looks like a shoebox.
Yeah, it looks so stupid.
A New Balance shoebox.
Hey, let's build something for $4 billion and make it look as dumb as possible.
I hope
Great
it's
idea.
called New Balance Stadium.
Oh, that's a good
Ooh.
idea.
And every home game, like the top just lifts up a little bit, and then like new shoe smell everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, that would be a good idea. Just pump your stadium full of new shoe smell. Like just have like Foot Locker scent, like pumping through the AC. That'd be good. That'd be good.
I mean, you've
I'd go.
already got the refs.
Yeah,
They're
that's true.
already in
That's a really good
uniform.
point. Really good point.
Why don't the refs have that? If there was ever be an ad sponsor for the NFL on jerseys, it should be the ref jersey, Foot
Yeah.
Locker.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What came first, the ref or the Foot Locker employee?
We'll never know.
Can't be found.
Yeah, there's no way to know that. Oh man. Anyways, guys, glad you're here. So I figured we get started before we get into our spooky movie draft, which I know Kev's excited for. Big spooky movie guy.
I love spooky things.
All right. Figure we do a strike update because that seems to be what we do these days. And guess what? Strike update is the writer strike has ended, but the SAG-AFTRA strike is still going on. And who knows when it'll be
This
done.
one feels like
Everything's
it's going to take a longer time.
Yeah.
Not that
Well,
it didn't
the
take a
good
long
news is that there have been some pretty productive talks, according to the news, in regards to reaching a deal. However, the news came out yesterday that yes, they have made progress, but there are still a few items that they are very far apart on. So yeah, it could be days, it could be weeks, it could be more months. Who knows? All that to say, unfortunately, that just means more delays. So I don't know about you guys, but I was really looking forward to next Friday going to see Dune Part 2.
I
Right,
can't
so
believe
wait
we
for
should
the
be doing
spring.
that right now, and we're not.
And then Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 has also now been delayed from 2024 to 2025. So that's cool.
Hey, Tom Cruise, I've got an idea for you. Figure out what the biggest movie of 2025 is going to be and put your movie out 4 days before it.
Good idea. That seemed to work out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it was wiped from, like, someone said, I can't remember what Instagram account I follow, but they just posted like a best movies of the year, and Mission Impossible is on there. It's like, oh yeah, completely forgot.
Yeah. It got
I still
wiped
haven't
from
seen it.
existence.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's very good. It's a good Mission
it's
Impossible.
great.
Not as good
Oh, yeah.
as the previous, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
is it
I'll
not
see
streaming
it.
yet?
I'm sure it'll be on Paramount Plus very soon if it's not already.
Paramount Plus. You know what? I'm actually thinking about, I might make the switch from Netflix to Paramount Plus, because Netflix is, as Mob would say, dog water. There's
Dog
nothing
water.
on there.
No, man. Great British
I don't
Baking
have it
Show's on
anymore.
right now.
I canceled.
Oh yeah,
Like, there's
you.
stupid
How
new
long have you not
policies.
had Netflix for?
It's like been 2 months now.
And you did that
don't know.
because of to show solidarity with SAG-AFTRA, correct?
Yes, it had nothing to do with Netflix's new one single home account. thing.
My favorite thing about Netflix is you'll log in to watch something and all of a sudden there'll be a new Netflix movie out starring like famous people that you had just never heard of.
Mhm.
There's a
Like
new one
Emily
coming
Blunt
out, I
and
just
Chris
don't have
Evans
for it.
have a new one
Yeah.
out. And I was like, ooh, Emily Blunt, I might watch it.
Yeah.
But then it's the worst movie you've ever seen every time.
Yeah.
No, it's Emily Blunt. Name
Yeah,
a
it's-
bad movie
yeah,
she's
Kevin.
been in.
It's Emily
Well,
Blunt.
I do love Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Chris Evans, always good.
Yeah, he's never been in a bad Netflix
Not
movie.
not one. Not a one.
That was the Anna de Armas one Netflix, or was that Apple TV?
That was Apple
was not-
TV.
That was not good, by the way.
Grossed.
Ghosted?
Yeah, but it's
Grossed.
gross, so it's grossed.
Yeah, that's Apple. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't put that on Netflix.
I
Yeah.
actually think Apple's like probably number 2 right now after HBO.
I still think Netflix is one. I said it.
What do they got that you're watching?
I
Great
don't
British
know.
Baking Show, bro.
It's just, that's based off of when I sit
I'm tired
down-
of all the documentaries. I don't need a documentary about
documentaries.
everything. There's
Love
literally
documentaries.
documentaries about anything you ever want, and they're, I don't know. Like,
So,
Go
Well, I was
ahead.
just gonna say, like, when I sit down to watch something, the first button I press is Netflix. So that's why it's number one. It doesn't matter whether or not I find something to watch. It's just
Yeah.
that's always button number one is Netflix.
I will say, and this is I come back to this all the time. Netflix is the best user interface of all of them in
I
that
think that's
it
why.
actually responds when you press a button.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching Hulu or HBO, it's like did I press this? Should I press it again? Oh wait, I'm 6 screens ahead now. What happened? It's the worst. How did these Amazon Prime might be the worst of all of them.
So
Trying to watch Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime is like murdering me.
I'm actually
every Thursday.
I'm gonna disagree with you on this. I think getting to that point where you're watching it, yes, can be a pain on Prime. But then once you actually watch it, it's the best quality video of any football broadcast.
I will
Hands
say
down.
that the quality is good. I'm
Yeah.
talking purely about the UI. The actual streaming, solid. I agree with you there.
Thursday Night Football is not the issue for me because when I log into Amazon Prime, it's always the first thing right there. So I just have to log in and hit play.
Yeah.
Anything else on
I will
Amazon
say,
Prime, I'm with you.
I usually
know
don't
there's-
watch Thursday Night Football live. I'm usually like sauntering down to the basement around 8 o'clock, and sometimes I'll just hit from start, hit from beginning. So they start you like an hour before the game
start you
starts,
at
make you watch
yeah.
all their crap pregame, and the fast forwarding in Amazon Prime stinks. It's terrible.
Yes.
So that's my big issue. If I watched live, it wouldn't be a big problem.
The other thing I was gonna say, so not a sports podcast, but it's kind of related to what we talk about with streaming. But I will say a couple things more about Thursday Night Football. The pregame team and postgame team may be the worst pregame and postgame team in the history of sports.
Really bad.
Horrible. Like really, really bad. They do have the option though, where I don't know if they have it anymore, but I noticed it one time where it's like if you start late, there's an option to get caught up, where it just shows you
that's
highlights
great.
of what's happened.
It's better
so far.
than YouTube TV's same version of that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it moves quicker and shows you actually like YouTube TV will have the key plays, and the key plays will be like run stop for 1 yard, and it's like that wasn't a key play. You did it together.
And then I was also going to say UIs in general, user interfaces for the people, the uninitiated.
Whatever you want to say.
So by far the worst is Paramount Plus. I've actually got on Paramount Plus and thought I need to upgrade all of my tech because this is so slow.
I've never actually used it, so I don't even know.
Yeah, it's literally like you press a button. It's like the same thing with Amazon Fire Stick. You press a button, you got to wait like 30 seconds before it recognizes what you did.
I won't even look at an Amazon Fire Stick anymore. I'd rather launch myself into the sun.
They're terrible. Spend $100.
Now I will say,
I'd rather go outside and play with rocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. I did just get a new Xbox, and I've started using that just as my smart TV function, and it has improved a lot.
So great.
A lot.
They
Obviously,
know what they're
because
doing.
the streaming capabilities are more powerful than my Samsung TV. But it has helped tremendously, for sure. It's less laggy. It's less just generally, and this is totally nitty gritty, but the Xbox, you can suspend applications and switch back and forth, which is really nice. On a smart TV, you're just like, oh, I have to exit out of this. Oh no, I have to reload.
I may never get back here.
No.
Especially on the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
The Fire Stick is like, okay, if I exit out of this program, it's going to be a solid 30 minutes before I'm back in if I need to come back.
Yeah, we got
the only problem is I can't make the switch in my brain between like volume with my remote and fast forward, pause, play with the Xbox controller, and I'm still screwed up. I need like a necklace for my Xbox controller that I can wear around to just press A.
Mob, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, we got a new Samsung TV, and we just use the interface on that, and it hasn't been bad.
No, we've actually are.
My TV's kind of old at this point. It's probably 5 years old.
The newer the TV, the better it is. Like we just bought a TV last year, and we just use that because it's Vizio, and it's still it's really good.
My 10-year-old Samsung that I have in the basement, Apple TV all day. I'm not even messing with the interface on Samsung there.
Spend the extra money to get an Apple TV box over a Fire Stick. That's my
for sure.
Yeah,
Fire Sticks are great if you have an old TV that you just want to spend $30 on to just watch Netflix somewhere weird. But if that's trying to be your primary TV, don't even think about it.
Yeah,
text me. I won't buy you one, but I will pray for you and hope that you do buy an Apple TV.
Yes. And all that to say,
Send thoughts and prayers.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to send thoughts and prayers.
All
We're a
that
country
to
of
say.
cowards, that's all I'll say. Moving on.
All that to say.
I'm about to get in trouble. Let's move
in
on
the
quickly.
strike. In the damn strike. Because otherwise you're just gonna get content of us talking about how much we hate technology. And it's not it's not fun for anybody.
No, but you know what? I love talking about it.
I love talking about the
Love
better
hating stuff.
content is talking about things we hate, not the things we love. That's what I've found. So speaking of things that we hate, if you're Kevin, we're gonna have a spooky movie draft. Yay!
I want this to be clear. I'm not a fan either.
Okay. This is like Tom's probably gonna listen to this and be like, "Of course they did this the day I'm not there."
Yeah.
Tom is going to be
Doing it without Tom is really pretty funny.
I'm going to put this out here. If you are a spooky movie fan, get
Don't
ready
listen
to
to
be
this.
offended.
Yeah.
No, listen and get ready to be offended.
Get ready to be so offended. So yeah, we're just gonna do a spooky movie draft. Let me see if I can get this on the screen here. How many rounds? 4, 5? There's 3 of us, so we could do 5.
Let's
Do 4. Let's do 4. That reaction was not what I was
feeling
looking
it
for.
at the end, and I don't think we will be. We'll go
Yeah,
5,
yeah. That
but
was not the reaction.
I haven't seen
was
enough
hoping for,
movies
so.
to go 5, probably.
Yeah. All right. So let me get this on the screen here. Beep, bop, beep, bop. Boop.
Is there a pool that we're picking from? Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is a pretty big pool. This is just one I checked on. I think it has pretty
That's
much all
large.
the horror movies we know. So I got that one up. Do we want to spin the wheel for order? So we'll do our typical snake draft rules, 4 rounds. There's only 3 of us though, so this could make for whoever's in the middle is just gonna get just
Screwed. I mean, yeah, we can spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel, see who gets screwed.
Got to remember where the wheel
Spin
is.
the
There
wheel.
it
I'm
is.
going to get screwed.
I'm gonna get screwed.
Oh,
Kenny,
up-
you're
I have to
probably
update the
fine.
wheel. No, we're fine.
They
All right.
updated.
Tom's
You gotta
getting-
run
Kenny, if you got the middle, you'd probably be fine.
maybe.
The wheel's being there. It is. Tom's in the wheel. We'll see what happens. Of course, it lands on Tom.
Should we draft for Tom?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
2 no's, 1 yes.
All right. Kenny. Crap.
So I'm number 1.
Son
Yes.
of
Hee hee.
Mop.
a- Yep.
All right. So I'm third.
All right.
Whatever. I don't care.
So here we go. The 2023 Halloween spooky movie draft from the CineBoiz starts now, and Kenny is on the clock.
I
All
truly
right.
don't know what I would pick anywhere.
I'm going to take, for my first pick, I'm going to take probably my favorite horror movie, if I were to have a favorite, The Shining.
Good pick. Good pick. Good
Remember
pick,
that
good
time we
pick.
went to watch the what was the documentary?
Room
about-
237.
Yeah.
We went to watch that at like 10 p.m. and we're like got out at midnight. And we're like, hey, let's go watch The Shining.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not
At
finish it until
Baybrook.
2:30 a.m.
The Baybrook Estate. Man, that was
Baybrook
so
Estate.
that was easily
Great times though.
11, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And
gosh.
man, remember staying up till 2 or 3? Like
Yeah.
on the reg?
Yeah. I went to bed. Well, it's partially because I am sick, but I went to bed at 9:30, I think, last night.
Mm-hmm.
I went to bed at 10:30 last night and I was like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. I was
I
like,
should have gone to bed earlier.
we're
I got too
go
many
ahead.
hours of sleep last night. I got a full 9 basically. And I was
yeah,
like, man,
I
exhausted.
last night I was
didn't
like,
get my 11.
Catherine wanted to watch TV for a little bit. And I was like, I'm gonna go play some PlayStation for a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna, because I'm playing through The Last of Us now. Never
Mhm.
played the game,
Ooh.
and I was
Speaking
like,
of
I'm gonna get a couple good hours in. I played for 30 minutes, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's time for bed. So
There's a very small window in which I can play video games like that now. And usually it's reserved for weekends. Weekdays pretty much can't happen anymore.
I'm way more of a morning video gamer now. That's what I found.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do
I'm a daylight guy now, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mom, you're up.
So actually, now I'm glad I got second because I feel like this is going to
Oh.
be one that I would be able to steal from Kevin. And
Oh.
I honestly, until you brought the screen up, forgot it was a spooky movie.
No.
I'm going with Get Out.
Get out of here, bro.
the only one
Get
I actually
out,
like.
dude.
Yep.
That's what I was going to pick. Truly.
Ha ha ha! Suck it, Kevin.
Um,
All right,
Okay.
Kev, you're up.
What's one of these I've seen here? Oh, I'll go Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the
I mean,
Lambs.
I can't say I liked it, but
Hey, you don't have to like it. You just gotta win,
the
bro.
trees.
Just win, baby. Kev, you get to go again.
Oh, I have to go again. F.
Mhm. I
All right,
have to go again.
Scroll down again. Scroll
I
down
mean,
again. Let me
to
see
be
what
fair to you, Get Out is still up there apparently.
Technically, yeah. So this is actually a prompt or
Wait, what?
yeah. So this is a movie poster
Oh,
rankings tier that we're hijacking for a draft.
I guess I'll go. I don't really think of this as spooky, but now you know what? I can't. I'd be a fraud if I took that. So I will take Midsummer.
Don't be a fraud,
Scary.
bro.
Scary as heck. That movie scared me to death.
I didn't think it was that scary, but
Scary
was-
is not the
it was
right word.
good.
It just made my insides crawl. And
Makes you
they didn't stop
uncomfortable.
crawling for 36 hours.
yeah. Have you seen Hereditary yet?
No,
Gross.
and I never
That
will.
one will get you.
Never
That one
will.
spooked me real
Gross.
big.
Never will. I've heard
Yeah,
too many
never.
things.
Got me real spooked. All right,
Can't make
Mom,
me.
you're up.
I'm in a position where I get to actually take one that I liked too. So this
Great.
is exciting for me.
Great.
And I'm gonna go with the new version of It.
Oh yeah. that's
Yeah,
a good
For
one.
chapter 1. I
hated that.
legitimately enjoyed that movie.
Yeah,
I
it's a good
hated every
movie.
part of it.
Legitimately hated the second chapter.
Yeah, the second one was too long.
And just like
What?
I don't know. I guess it's because you weren't dealing with kids. They didn't capture the innocence of
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
movie, and they just went like gross. So
Yeah.
it was a sad movie for a great cast.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay. Well, I guess I'm up now. Just for like the sake of being different, because like this spot would probably take like The Exorcist. Because it's like
Because neither of us are taking it.
right.
Yeah, I mean, you
But I
have
think-
a lot of movies open to you that neither of us are gonna.
Right.
sniff.
So I think I'm gonna go for movies that are more recent and that I really liked. Because like I feel like most horror movies, I'll just get it out there. Sorry for any horror stands who are hopping into our podcast. Horror movies suck. Like, can we
I
agree
mean, there's
on
a
that?
lot of really bad ones.
Most of them are absolute
Mhm.
dog water.
Dog
if you will.
water.
Dog water, dude.
And we're
believe
talking
we become
about
such a dog
English
water
bulldog
podcast.
dog water. Like
Yeah.
bleh.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll say this. I think in the past few years, there have been really good horror movies that have come out in the midst of all the dog water. So I'm going to pick a couple of my recent favorites. I'm going with It Follows. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
Of
it
course
is.
not. Of course not.
I've never heard of it.
It's wild. And
I've heard of it, and
it's a vibe, and it's scary. You'd like it, Kev.
I've seen a lot of horror movies. A lot of my biggest horror movie watching phase was in high school and early college when my girlfriend was really into shitty horror movies. So I saw all the bad ones, the bad ones.
Nice.
And I've never seen any of the good ones. Apparently,
Yeah.
still waiting on a good one.
I would say It Follows very kind of like Stranger Things vibe, but a lot darker and scarier. So kind of
Stranger
cool.
Things is like where I draw the line, and that's hilarious, honestly. But
Yeah. And then the other one I'm going to take is Hereditary, because
Ugh.
that's probably of like my adult life, meaning 18 and older. That's to me. And again, horror stands are probably like, you're such a pussy, bro. But like that movie scared the shit out of me. And so that's my adult scary movie.
I will never consider watching that.
Yeah, I don't
Never
recommend that you would. So let's go back to Mob. Mob, you're up.
Okay, so I don't really consider this a horror movie. So like maybe I'm wrong in that, but the Apple Boys don't get on me for picking
You're
Get
gonna
Out
take
and
what I
It
was
before it.
gonna take.
Dude.
But
Yeah.
this legitimately, as a child, I did not want to go into the ocean because of Jaws.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I was going to take Jaws with my last movie, but I thought I can't be a fraud because I've repetitively said overrated.
Yeah,
Just to
that's
piss
fraud.
off Billy Rock.
It legitimately, like the water, I wasn't going anywhere near it as a kid because of this movie. But I don't know why. I don't see it as a horror movie in the sense of like horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
That's
up
fair.
there. and it's
I think
still
of it
there.
more
And
as
I'm going to take it.
suspense. It's not really a thriller. I don't know. It's more of its own category of big animal versus scared humans.
Yeah.
But phenomenal
There's a lot of
movie.
movies.
Okay.
Agreed. It's a great movie.
Much better than the 3rd round pick, Apple Boys. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's
There you go.
Mhm.
So Kev, you're up, my man.
We're running out of movies that I've even seen. So I feel like I have to take one that I've seen because I'm not gonna do anything. Okay. There's one I've seen. I'll take The Ring. That movie was crazy back in the day.
Yeah, that movie scared me when I was a kid.
I mean, it kept me up. And
yeah. And then you get your last pick.
oh man. Okay. What else have I seen on this here list? I have seen The Saws, which I've seen. This is just good podcasting.
Good interneting.
I'll take hell, hit me with man, why isn't Dalen Tucker vs. Evil on this freaking list?
Man.
That would have been my number 1 pick. Give me Cabin in the Woods. That was weird. That was kind of dumb.
Cabin in the Woods. Where is it?
Right, you just passed it. I've seen that one.
Cool.
That's basically the requirement at this point. Have I seen you?
Yeah.
Throw it on the list.
All right. And then Mom, you're up. Give us your last pick, bruh.
Yeah, so I'm actually in between 2 of them right now.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy. And it's which way do I want to go? You know what?
Was Halloween on this list? Probably should have
Yes,
taken that.
sir.
F.
Well. I'm gonna go straight up classic. Give me Psycho.
Psycho, dude. Where is it?
Give me Psycho.
I know it's on
There
here.
it is.
somewhere.
There. You just write down.
Yellow.
Down. Yep.
Yellow.
Got it. Nailed it.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. I'll round us out with a final.
I can't believe I took Cabin in the Woods. Holy moly.
I can't either.
Good pick.
That's okay. That's a.
I mean, I just haven't seen that many, and I was like, oh, I know that movie.
Well, shoot. I'm just gonna go with The Exorcist. I think that's a good pick.
What a
Yeah.
value pick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. That is it is surprising that lasted till the last pick.
You know
Jaws
what?
and The Exorcist in the 3rd and 4th round.
Just not
You
my
could have
cup
seen
of
it
tea.
Yeah. People are gonna see this and just be like, these guys are just idiots, and it's true.
Yeah, I mean-
we are. But
You know what?
Marketing
I feel
education
much better
is
about
there.
my list than I felt coming into this.
yeah, I
Not
think it
me.
probably helps
Not
too.
me.
Probably helps too that there's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
Makes it more. There's more to choose from essentially. So
Looking back, I should have taken Halloween instead of Cabin in the Woods.
yeah.
What are you going to do?
So
Yeah,
I
that's
was very disappointed to see that Polar Express was not on this list because that would have been my number 1
Ooh.
overall pick. That is the scariest movie to exist because it comes off as nice, but it's not.
It's not. It's
It's
spooky.
creepy as
seen
all
the-
get out.
Videos on the internet where they would just replace the background music on the train scene with Tom Hanks talking, and it's the creepiest thing you'll ever see.
I don't need that. I don't need that. The movie itself is creepy enough.
It's not for mob. Well, we'll certainly have our picks posted probably on corkbats.com within the next few days, and you'll probably be able to vote on social media. So be on the lookout for that. But that concludes the 2023 Spooky Movie Draft. I'm sure we'll do another one next year. This isn't our first. We've done have we?
We've
I
done
think we
something
have.
like this. I don't
We've
know.
done something horror movie related, and it was a bummer.
I think we tiered
So-
them last.
Yeah, that's
time.
right. We tiered. It
And
was 2000.
We had a lot of them that were just in the bottom tier of haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Well, we made up. Didn't we make up a column that had something about penetration?
Yes, that is
Ah.
true.
What?
There's
I don't remember that.
Kathy was
Oh.
watching us live.
Yeah,
and
that was
watching her
great.
son have to type penetration on the screen.
Yeah, that
What?
was great.
In the world were we doing?
So there was a movie I remember
Honestly,
now.
sounds
There was a movie that
I'd
me and
watch it.
Tom had watched that was on the list of we were ranking like 2020 to now horror movies, or not 2020 to 2000 to now horror movies.
Mhm.
And there was a movie on the list that me and Tom started watching, and then it had just that, like just you saw it, and you're like, and I don't even want to say it; makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, we we then were like, this gets its own category, and then that was the category. So little trip down memory lane.
If that pops up as a GIF on the internet, just
Anyways, that concludes our
it
Cinema
won't.
movie draft.
It won't.
And guys, that's gonna
Kevin's
bring
like, I
us,
can't do that.
that's gonna bring us to the end of this week's episode. We'll be back soon, I'm sure. Hopefully, this strike will end. We'll have actually
Yeah, get some
good to
dang
talk
movies
about.
rolling out.
Yeah,
Gosh.
we still got a few good ones coming out this year, but man, it is slim.
It's so
pickings.
disappointing thinking about what we could be. I mean, November is the month that I look forward
Yes,
to.
it's my
Probably
favorite.
most of any year, just between football and Thanksgiving and
It's great.
movies, and having a third of that
Solid
ripped
month.
away hurts.
I
It's
would
a
say
lot.
that as I've gotten older, I mean, of course, when you're a kid, Christmas is your favorite holiday.
Yeah,
You get older,
Thanksgiving's my
Thanksgiving
favorite holiday
wins
now.
by a landslide.
I don't care
But-
about presents, but give me that food. Though.
Better
Give me that
food.
pie.
Lots of sales, so you can buy stuff.
Better weather for
football,
sure.
Weather's
Alright.
better.
You guys haven't been in charge of hosting yet, have you?
Well, no, we
Mm.
haven't. If you're
I have
hosting,
not.
Thanksgiving does blow. I have no doubt.
That's a bummer.
I love Thanksgiving because other than the
Are you
year
hosting?
we're hosting this year, but other than the year we hosted in Kentucky, it was just my wife and I. And look, I'm gonna say it: turkey, most overrated meat there is.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
And,
would
like,
say this.
and
Oh,
I
go
don't
ahead.
it's
eat
the
it.
worst
once a
part.
year.
It's the worst thing on Thanksgiving that you're gonna eat.
I don't need it once a year. So what my wife and I would do is we would get nice steaks, cook them up, and have all the other sides that we liked for Thanksgiving
That's the way to
dinner.
do it.
idea.
That's the way to do
And
it.
that was great. But when you host, you have people who have like perceptions of what Thanksgiving's supposed to be. So
The best
like,
part about the turkey is the stuffing that you take out of the turkey to then eat.
Yeah. I would say this. I agree with you, Mob, as far as like just the meat in general. It is overrated. But however, I do like having a turkey on Thanksgiving because typically that means there's going to be a lot of leftover turkey, which then I think that turkey on the day is not great. Turkey the few
what
days
you're about
after,
to say, absolutely.
yeah,
That's true. I agree with
like
that.
you get the leftover turkey for sandwiches,
Yeah.
like you get the leftover turkey for a bunch of stuff. That is ideal. Leftovers for turkey are better than the day of.
100%. I
Honestly,
agree with
just
that.
leftovers period might be better than the actual Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
But like all the sides and fixins and desserts of Thanksgiving, on God tier.
God tier. They're not dog water.
Not dog water.
Have you guys
Uh,
ever done the mac and cheese side? I've been seeing that lately. Some people
We
go to
have.
bat for it.
I mean, I'm pro mac and cheese, so I'd love to have it. I don't think I ever have that on Thanksgiving.
I was talking to somebody last year that was like, "Yeah, we do it every year. Everyone brings a box of Kraft mac and cheese, and we make." I'm like, What's the point of that?
Oh,
What's
I was
the point
thinking
of
you're
that?
thinking
Oh,
like
that's
fancy
all.
mac
That's
and
all
cheese.
you eat.
No. But it's
Oh.
like they bring that as a side. No, yeah. If you're gonna make mac and cheese on Thanksgiving, make it
Shells and cheese
good.
or homemade. Yeah,
Give it that crunchy, crumbly crap on the top. Bake it up.
you're
Make
making
it-
me so hungry, bro.
Make it right.
Anyways, this has been our Thanksgiving talk on Halloween. And yeah, that'll bring us to the end of the episode, guys. Had a good time. I know.
Next time we'll draft Thanksgiving movies.
Or Thanksgiving food. We should do that on the drunk drawer. But
Oh,
How
yeah.
many are there?
Oh,
How many
there's as many
foods?
as you want them to be?
yeah, it's up to
Thanksgiving
you, bro.
movies.
You
Thanksgiving movies, best one of my favorite movies ever.
I mean,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
yeah, that's the number one that you think of.
Yeah, I don't know if
Huh?
there's actually Thanksgiving movies.
We should just draft our favorite
Wasn't the-
scenes from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
No, I like the idea of drafting Thanksgiving foods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because you
just getting
gotta
hungry
get
thinking about it.
creative.
All
What
right.
was that Aubrey Plaza movie that was a holiday movie? Was that a Thanksgiving movie or was that a Christmas movie?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What?
She was it was a Hulu
Ingrid
movie,
Goes
like-
West?
no. We'll save this for the next podcast. Not Ingrid Goes West. People
Not
know what
that
I'm
movie.
talking about, and I'm pretty sure now it's a Christmas movie.
Interesting. I
So-
don't know. Okay. Well, guys,
Good
that's
stuff,
going to bring
Kevin.
us to the end of
Good
the
stuff.
episode. Glad you guys came to hang out with us. And we hope that you, have a great week. And we'll be back soon-ish. Hopefully this strike will end. We'll have better content. But in the meantime, we are the CineBoiz, the movie, TV, gaming branch of Cork Bats. Keep up with us on social media at CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram. And then also be sure to follow Corked Bats on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It's just that, at Cork Bats. And then, of course, you can always check out corkbats.com. Right now, our review of Killers of the Flower Moon is up, so be sure to check that out, see what we thought of it. And then, yeah, that's it. Do you guys have anything else you need to get off your chest before we go?
Fire Mo.
Yeah,
Fire Mo. The ending of
Fire Mo.
every podcast we do. So. I'm gonna let it play out.
Did you say
This is great.
Karloftis?
If you're on YouTube right now watching this,
Me?
it's really long.
No, I thought Kenny said Karloftis.
No, I did.